Hello everyone, my name is TheUhhoh, and today we're doing some more Tropico 4. Previously we actually started this pretty legit mission to win the Olympic Games and essentially push this Keith asshole finally off the map. We already took his corporation, we already have Frutas Limited, but now we're going to finish him off. We're going to take what little money he has left and solidify Macho Man's position as the head honcho of the Tropico regions. And now we're going to get started. Hopefully we'll make some big bucks from this incoming transport ship so that we can get our electrical plants up. But, I'll be honest with you, probably not. We probably won't make any money, in fact. Well, actually, I say that. We have a huge stack of stuff. Yeah, we made some pretty big bucks. How much does the electrical plant cost? 17,000. We can afford that right now. Alright, so where should I put this then? What would be a good place for an electrical plant? I'm imagining we want to keep it separated from the farming, so probably down here actually. But I need to, maybe I'll designate a specific area for it. We'll build like the road out here a little bit. Yeah, like that. And then we'll set up the electrical plant on that road. That way we save the room up here for more factories, which is going to be important, I imagine, later on, as it usually is. Especially on this island. This island is that one disaster island where we had the super exportation crisis that essentially destroyed our economy and we went to like the negative 100,000s or something. It was awful. Jesus Christ, okay, I get it. You want us to have a more powerful military. Okay, I'll build us an armory, How about that? I'll build one, like, I don't know. We'll build it on this street corner here so that we can watch the farmers. That's pretty much a standard thing to do. Build the military base by the slave farmers so that you can make sure that they don't deviate from their responsibilities.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next.
Elections without speeches. Macho Man doesn't need speeches. Macho Man's got this covered, essentially. He's already got 52% happiness on this island, which, as I've said numerous times, is pretty good given his track record. Actually, we're producing so much sugar. We might as well build another rum distillery because we have too much sugar coming in. This one factory is like overloaded. And the more rum we can produce, the more money we'll make. So I'm definitely going to set that up. Do we have enough high school workers, though? Because that's a big factor here. I think we do. I think we have enough. I think we have enough high school educated workers to actually work the two factories. Especially if that fucking Keith guy continues sending his immigrants this way. See, what he doesn't realize is the immigrants aren't really that big of a problem for Macho Man. They're a bit of a problem at the start because we just don't have adequate housing. But as time goes on, these immigrants will eventually go into our educational system. Like, they've already been educated, clearly. They're coming from places like the United States, probably. I mean, this Keith guy is clearly an American. So these are probably citizens of the United States that have, like, fled the country for whatever reason. Maybe they're whistleblowers. Maybe they're communists. I have no idea. For whatever reason, they decided to flee the United States, and they decided to come to Tropico instead. So they've already probably gotten some manner of public education. They've probably already gone through some basic training, mathematics, things like that. So when they come here, well, they'll be able to go to our high schools, forget all the stuff they learned, and learn the new way, the Tropican way, the macho way. And that macho way, of course, is, I guess you could say, the de-education of society. You see, you don't go to high school in Tropico to learn anything. You go to high school in Tropico to forget everything. They kind of brainwash you. They wipe your memory of the past. Like, they have, like, I don't know, machines in there or something, some hypnotic programming that they use to remove all of your memory of the past. And then, from that point on, you're a Tropican citizen. You don't know anything but being a Tropican citizen, but working as a Tropican citizen and revering Macho Man. That's at least that's how I imagine it. At least that's how I imagine it. It's probably not actually how it is, but that's how I see it, at least. And if I was a dictator, that's the education system I would set up. I don't know about you, but I've seen plenty of dystopian movies that end with massive rebellions overthrowing the government. So I want to nip that in the bud right away. Get rid of free speech, get rid of, like, freedom of expression. In fact, fuck freedom of expression, get rid of expression in general. I'd silence all emotion. That's how I'd maintain control. I think there should be no need for fraud. We don't need fraud here in Tropico. Not when our school system prevents that from happening in the first place. Prevents deviance.
has criticized the housing conditions for the masses.
Oh my god.
Presidente.
Fuck Europe. I've already rebelled against you once, Europe. I don't need you again. Yeah, jeez, the US is super pissy with us now. Probably because we're taking all their immigrants. What is the US? Oh, 45%? It's because we're oriented towards communism. Those fucking bastards. We can't fucking handle communism. Fucking United States, man. Seriously. It's like they got a hard-on for capitalism.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections.
Yeah, thanks. Build a garbage dump? I can actually probably do that. It's probably a good idea anyway, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Where should I put it? I guess I could just slam it... I could slam it like just, I don't know, right here. Maybe back here, actually, so that I have more room for factories along this road. That's probably a pretty good idea. There we go. Everything seems to be coming into order. And with this new tenement, whenever that comes up, we can finally get rid of the homeless bastards that are trying to live behind Macho's palace. Let's be honest. These aren't... Let's be honest here. These aren't even shacks. These aren't homeless people. No, you see... These are the dorms of the high school. You see, Macho Man is such a nice guy. He's such a brilliant motherfucker that he's decided, you know what, high schoolers need dorms too. So, you know, these are their dorms, essentially. At least that's what we tell the foreigners that visit the island. I mean, they're not actually the dorms. These are actually, you know, the shanties of the poor. In fact, these are the teachers' quarters, it seems. But that's beyond the point. We don't want the foreigners to know that our teachers here are paid so low that they have to live in shacks. If they figured that out, I'm pretty sure they'd be a bit angry with us. However, that is really telling of our economic condition right now. Don't worry, it's going to improve somehow. At least for Macho Man, he always improves. Pretty much no one else does. Everyone else gets to live in these crappy tenement buildings, which don't look like they're very comfortable, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Like, I'd almost prefer to live in this shack by myself than live in this shanty with hundreds of people. Because this shanty over here, this fucking tenement, is pretty much a shanty house, except there's more people living in it, so there's more noise. There's no protection from the rain, just like the shanty, there's no fucking protection. The fucking rain just comes on in. The only difference is really there's more people, there's more noise, there's more litter everywhere because of pollution and all the other stuff that hundreds of people will leave behind. It's probably like human feces in the hall. Yeah, no one should want to live here. If I was on Tropico, I'd make the smart choice and live here. I'd live here in this little shanty right outside Macho Man's palace. At least then, you know, I have a view, something cool to look at, something nice and pretty. These fucking bastards, what do they get a view of? The fucking Timister's office, which has a tire on top of it for some reason. Yeah, why the fuck is there a tire on top of the Timister's office? How did that even get there? Oh, shit, we're only producing 30 electricity. That means we need one more power plant in order to meet our goal. So I'm going to set up the final plant. But I'm not sure where it's going to go. Maybe I could squeeze it in? Nah, I can't squeeze it in there. I could squeeze it in on this side of the road, though. I'm going to do that. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to build much on this area, but this long strip here is where all my factories are going to go pretty much, along this side of the road. That way I don't run into the same problem I had last time with the whole... Oh no, your transportation is getting stuck in the traffic jam of infinite length, like it was happening before. Yeah, I really wish that the roads in this game worked a little better, so I could, you know, divert roads, maybe create one-way streets, things like that. Things like you have in City Skylines, basically. That's what I want. Take the road system in City Skylines and put it in this game. Do that, and I'd be happy. That's literally the biggest improvement I could see them making to the Tropico series.
Buenos días.
What are you thinking right now? Oh yeah, one thing we don't have yet, which I always forget to put down, is the marketplace. It's like, it never fails. It never fails. I always forget to put the market down. It doesn't matter if I'm rolling in the big bucks. It doesn't matter if I'm poor as shit. I will always forget to get this market down. So I'm going to set that up real quick. I'm sure my citizens will really appreciate actually having access to food. islands does Macho Man own right now? It really makes you wonder, because we've done, like, what, 19, like, I don't even think it's 19 missions. I have no idea what mission number this is, by the way. But we've done, I think, up into at least 15. 15 at least. We've done at least 15 missions. So that means there are 15 islands under Macho Man's control. Where the fuck are these islands? I'm imagining they're in the Caribbean, somewhere. Probably so small you can't see them on the map. At least that's how I imagine it. Otherwise, I don't know, we'd be able to see them ourselves, really. Or I wonder if these are actually based on real islands. Like, is there an Isla Discondona, for example? Is that an actual place? I'm assuming it's not, but it might be based on one. Because I don't think there actually is an Isla Discondona. I'm pretty sure that island doesn't exist. However, there might be an island that looks like Isla Discondona. And what the fucking hell? Okay, it's an earthquake. I thought a volcano was erupting. Though to be fair, this is quite significantly worse. $8,000! You only gave me $8,000 for this. Are you fucking kidding me? Look how much damage was done. Jesus Christ, the United States, not United States, the United Nations, which is essentially the United States of Nations, needs to fucking get its act together.
Here's hoping our next earthquake breaks our fall record with a 3-digit number.
Jesus Christ, we don't have enough workers. Oh, we need colleges. That explains it. Okay. So that's something we do need to fix. I need to actually get a college up very quickly. We'll just set it up right next to the high school, as is usual. These people leaving Tropico, or are they just going to work? Because, you know, you could go pick up a car right here instead of walking across the island, right? You got fucking more immigrants? Are you kidding me? Looks like I get a fucking another tenement here. Also, I totally just butchered my words there. I have no idea what I just said. But it did not come out right. Alright, gonna build this tenement up. Let's get the college up. Pretty much our workforce is spread at the maximum level of thinness right now as they work on 20 projects literally at once. Gotta get the Presidente statues. For no other reason than to have Macho Man stare out at the citizenship as they walk past, so that everyone knows this is his fucking palace. You know, Macho Man must be like the most fucking rich guy on Earth or something. I mean, most dictators have, you know, a single palace that they live in. Fucking Macho Man, he's gotta be the fucking king of the Caribbean by now. The head pirate, the head honcho. He's got, like, how many fucking palaces to his name? I mean, he's got to have at least 20. I mean, one of them we had to rebuild, so I guess you could count those as 2 in and of themselves.